Hey everyone, this is Mary. Welcome back to my kitchen. I want to show you how to make what I'm calling restaurant style salsa in your cooking blender. So, and this is just using canned tomatoes, which is really wonderful. So if you want to whip up a really quick and easy and delicious salsa, this is a way to do it. So it's 2 cans of Rotel tomatoes, right? And these are just the Kroger brand, but obviously it's got the green chilies in it, right? And this is our can opener. If you're not familiar with our can opener, you see how it kind of hooks on there, and it doesn't actually cut the lid. It actually unseals it. So you never have any sharp edges, you never have any food contamination. And there's like a little beak, if you kind of see that little guy. And when you press this, where my thumb is here, it manipulates that and allows that to pop it right off, right? So I know some people kind of get mad at this can opener, even though it's safe, it's clean, it doesn't get funky, it doesn't ever get sharp. Let me hang on. And there's a tip: if you start it at the front of it, then you kind of know when you get to the end. You go all the way around. But some people go, I don't really like that. Not that it doesn't work well, not that it's not a perfect can opener, but so many people are used to putting the lid, think about that. Most people aren't cleaning their lids. They like to put the lid in to like strain out whatever it is from, beans or tuna fish or something like that. So you cannot do that. But notice how it kind of looked like it got a little bit easier. Just back it off. Again, you just pull this off. Oh, yeah, here we go. I just want to make sure I got the right thing. So these are whole tomatoes. So I would really encourage you to, when you buy tomato products like this, that I'm gonna actually put this down here, to buy whole tomatoes. And the reason being, they're the better tomato, right? So when they pick them, the premium ones are used as whole tomatoes. The blemished ones or the inferior ones, or however different grade tomatoes, then are used for tomato puree, tomato sauce, diced tomatoes. So you can dice, you can do all that other stuff on your own. Just buy the whole tomatoes. That's just what I do, and I always suggest that you do that because you just get a better product. So we've got that in here. I'm going to add, this recipe doesn't call for garlic, but anytime a recipe doesn't call for garlic, I just assume it's a misprint, and I'm sure that they meant to have garlic in there. Hang on. So let me get this on here. This is wet. So this is our, okay, we got a wet surface. There we go. This is our garlic peeler. So the nice thing is, it actually does work. It just doesn't look like it works right now. Okay, well, this is the live video, so I'm going to smash it and put it in there, okay? I'm going to add another clove of garlic. Oh, maybe I'm not going to add that clove. Okay, so we've got that. I'm going to add an onion. This is our veggie wedger. So all you have to do, I've already peeled the onion and just cut the bottom and the top off so it's flat. I line this up on this platform. And I'm going to use a little less than half. I'll taste it and I'll make adjustments accordingly. A lime. This is our citrus press. Make sure I'm always thinking about the size of the lime or the lemon when I buy them. Sometimes the rind is really thick on lemons or limes. And if that's a seasonal thing, I guess. So what I always then do is make sure then I go and buy the organic ones, and then the rinds are not as thick. So cut side goes down, so that way you can press it and really press it out and get all the juice out of there, all right? And again, if you like it a little bit more limey, you can always add to it. But lime is such a strong flavor in a salsa that it's better to kind of less and then add. A little bit of salt. This is pink Himalayan salt. It's Pampered Chefs. This is our salt. It comes as a salt and pepper grinder set. I'm going to show you what is really wonderful about it. There's no post in the middle of this. Maybe with the salt it's not that big of a deal, but when you have the peppercorns, there is no post all the way up there. That's a really big deal, right? It was always kind of hard to jockey around, get the peppercorns around that post. This is our herb keeper, and I've got some cilantro. So I'm going to just use the stem, and I usually try to tear it up. And hang on for a second. Let me just get this in here, and then I'll show you about this product. That way it just kind of doesn't wrap around the blade down in here. So what you do with this is you fill it with water, and then it keeps things in good shape 5, 6, even 7 days in here. You can just pull this bottom off, throw the water out, and change out the water. Okay, so let me get the lid. This is a smart blender, so it's smart for a couple reasons. We're not going to obviously heat this, right? We're not going to need that. We're just going to blend this up. But this base has a heating element, as does when it marries up with the bottom of this. So this is not a dishwasher safe product. And you're not going to want to get it wet. Just clean it. It's self-clean, so you don't even have to really mess around with that. But it's smart because of that. There's some pre-programmed settings in here. Some of them are patent pending with Pampered Chef. And the lid is smart too. So it will not turn on unless the lid is in place. This is a little vented middle, the centerpiece. This, you can remove it, and it also comes with a tamper if you need that to kind of move some things around. So I'm just going to do it on custom blend. The on-off switch is over here on the side. It's a toggle switch, just on and off. Okay, it's on. It starts at custom blend. Just by moving this dial, you can change it to any other setting that you might want. I'm going to go back to custom blend. The lid's on. I'm going to press it. It's going to start at the low 1, which is 1. And then I can adjust accordingly and move it up. That's kind of the pause button. Then you can check the consistency, and you can adjust for taste. All the other pre-programmed settings all have a time. So if you're grinding peanut butter or grinding coffee beans, you might not need this amount, but I think it populates at like 2 minutes and 20 seconds. You can always stop it before then or go longer than that. This, when you do custom, you're in charge of how long it goes to. So that's how easy it is to make this salsa. And I'm going to show you. It's just like at the restaurant, at the Mexican restaurant. It's always nice and blended and nice and smooth. This is our make and take container. I'm going to get the rest of this salsa out of here. All right, to clean it, simply put 3 cups of water in here, 1 squirt of dish soap. You put the lid back on, you press cancel, and then you turn it to heated wash, and it heats up. It actually heats the water up to 140 degrees, and it will clean it and make it all nice and sanitary. So anyway, that is our cooking blender, and that is making some restaurant salsa. Thanks.